What's up, y'all? It's that one dude, Durag Rico, aka, oh shit, he dodged all the bullets in the clip, aka, that bandana mean I don't have to reload, aka, you thought you had a headshot, but I know how to roll with that circle button. Passing it off to that one dude who will skip your cutscene before he even care about your game.
Damn.
Ooh.
See, I told these niggas. That was when I was at a younger age. But, you know, it's the one. The controversial one. K-Con. A.K.A. I'm going to change my name. A.K.A. Mosh Pit Marcus. A.K.A. Mr. Beat 'em Up. Everything that I play. A.K.A. I may play Resident Evil one day. But it ain't going to be today. And I'm going to pass it to the myth. The legend. The nigga with the shoestrings around his head.
We ain't got to go over that again. But what's going on, y'all? This is Father Flank. This is Flank Daddy. This is G Baby. This is G Knight. And I ain't going to waste no more time. I'm going to pass it off to the Dobie himself.
Y'all heard, man, it's Dobie, Butterfleet, Ace of Spades, Stealth Food, Graduate, 626, Scarlet Spider, all that. And I'm going to pass it back to your boy Rico.
And that is the squad of the Shut My Dough podcast, where we staying geeked up about something. You know what I'm saying? You stay geeked up, it'll lead you down a certain path, a certain quest in life. You know what I'm saying? You stay geeked up about, I don't know, politics. You might end up being some type of king out there one day. You might end up being a president one day. You stay geeked up about sports. You might end up being some type of physician, some type of nutritionist with food, teaching people how to be healthy so they can do a slam dunk, land on their ankle, and they don't crack off to the side. But over here, we geeked up about games. And I'm about to get...
It sounded like you was throwing a slug at somebody.
Oh, man.
Hey, no, it wasn't a slug. It wasn't a slug. It was just...
I got a PSA
facts.
right quick, man. I don't mean to interrupt, man. I got a PSA right quick, man. Hey, look, bro. It's hot as fuck outside. Make sure y'all niggas drinking water, Powerade, Gatorade, anything with aid in it, nigga. Drink it.
This is being recorded during the summer of 2023.
Hey, hold on, man. Wash y'all asses too, man. Don't be musty out here.
Wash your ass 2 to 3 times a day.
Dober said he's sensitive to that shit, man.
The heat is going to amplify it, man.
The heat going to get you sticky.
Y'all rude.
Man. We don't like that.
Y'all
That's
rude if y'all ain't washing
game,
yourself, man. Y'all rude.
Rude as hell. Don't spray cologne over that shit in the morning either. Nigga, take a bath. Wash your ass.
Don't try to Febreze the manure. Don't try and do it. Don't do it. They should put that shit in a fortune cookie or something. But
don't try to mask that shit with cologne either, because you're going to make it even worse.
Weatherman talking about 108. Well, I can't escape that shit. 108. The fuck I'm supposed to do with that?
Shout out to Mother Nature for tilting the sun, but we finna bring this back to the games. And we about to kick this off with Character of the Week, brought to y'all by Dobie.
My goodness.
He been waiting.
Oh man. Okay, we had a little week hiatus because we kind of old. We got work lives, responsibilities. But Character of the Week. Yeah, man. Character of the Week. Very famous mascot in my eyes. Has a couple nicknames, but we call him the Blue Blur.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Rolling Around at the Speed of Sound. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. Goddamn.
Golden Flames.
This guy is he was the I guess you can say the competition to Mario on the Nintendo. And Sega was like, okay, let's make us a mascot to compete with that. And this is who they came up with, Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, he was born on Christmas Island, abandoned his home at an early age to pursue danger and adventures, but he was mostly carefree and spent most of his life traveling. Now, he has an enemy, so to speak, if you can really call him an enemy, because he always waxing his ass up. But he goes by the name of Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, as they call him, because of the way he's shaped.
Shades.
And throughout multiple games, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, all of that, it's pretty much the same thing, dealing with Eggman. Now, thing is that sets him apart from Mario is, in my opinion, it's his speed.
Definitely.
Yeah, cause you seen how Mario run.
Dog, like a waddle, dog.
Like, you call it that. You call it a waddle. Yeah. Sonic is pure speed. That's why they say he's a blur. He's pretty much a blur. Oh, his let's see. Like I say, most of his games follow his, effort to stop Eggman, whose main goal is to capture Chaos Emeralds, which are a bunch of mystical emeralds that can turn your thoughts into powers. It can warp time, it can warp space, using a technique called chaos control, give energy, all that crazy mess. And he has a supporting cast named by Miles Tails Prower.
Legendary.
He's a fox who can fly with two tails. He's basically the tech head, the tech junkie, making helicopters, submarines, jets, all that stuff. He's a good
mech robots.
He's a good dude. Then you got another friend. I guess you can call him a friend. Knuckles the Echidna, who's pretty much the brute. You've seen him. He has the giant gloves with the little spikes on the end of it. He punches shit a lot. He can climb everywhere. He can glide. He's pretty much Sonic's, not so much of a rival, but I would call him a friend.
Would you call him like his Vegeta?
Nah, hell no, not even close. More like maybe Piccolo. I'll probably put him on.
Oh
Piccolo.
yeah, Piccolo is way better.
When they first started out, Knuckles was like turn him up.
Yeah, it was rough. Started from a rough place.
Yeah. Now this guy Sonic has a lot of games. Like I said, you got the original games on the Genesis, Sonic 1, 2, 3. You got Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Sonic Chaos, Sonic the Fighters, if y'all ever heard of that.
3-person tag team.
Classic.
Yeah.
3-person tag team platformer, crazy.
Then you jump to the 3D world. You got Sonic Adventure 2.
Tears.
Sonic, what's that shit?
Sonic
Riders.
Unleashed. Sonic the Rings.
Sonic 06, where you having sex.
Colored
Oh,
ring.
don't talk
Oh
about
my
06.
God.
No. We leave that one alone.
A lot of people don't like that one.
Don't forget about the latest one.
Oh, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, it just came out, a couple months ago?
Open world Sonic.
Decent game. Very decent game. But yeah, that's my character of the week. Sonic the Hedgehog. Mr. Rolling Around at the Speed of Sound, dog. Check that sound out, man. It's called Escape from the City. If y'all don't know about that song, search it up.
I got that game.
Rolling around, speed of sound.
I got Sonic Adventure 2 on Christmas with my Dreamcast. I got that, and I got Crazy Taxi 2. And when I first put it in, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I had only played that first Sonic Adventure at somebody's house. I forgot if it was a classmate or a family member, but it was somebody's house. And like, I was like, oh shit, 3D Sonic go pretty hard. So when I got Sonic Adventure 2, I didn't know that they stepped it up. Like the graphics stepped up, the musical presentation soundtrack stepped up, the powers and abilities that he get. It was crazy, man. But yeah, Sonic.
I think that's what sets him apart from Mario. It's not.
No, it's like
you got the speed thing. He's got all these extra forms and shit.
The rivalry definitely shows between him and Mario. The rivalry.
But it's like Mario's existence is the reason Sonic even exists. So
he like the counterculture. He the counterculture to Mario, basically.
Yeah, the only reason Sonic was made was to compete with Mario. So Sega can compete with Mario.
Yep, and they came with their own flavor, so I give Sega that.
He has his own little style. Yeah. If I had to choose a favorite, I'm choosing Sonic, but that's just me.
It's a close one. It depends. It depends. Like if you put like what's your favorite 2D Sonic, Dover? If you had to put one out there, Sonic 2. And like, what would be your favorite 2D Mario?
World.
You choose Sonic 2 over Super Mario World?
No. Only because Super Mario World got extra shit to it. Sonic 2 ain't really got it, unless you like want to do like the 2-player battle mode or something.
Yeah, Super Mario World, that's a tough one to beat, man. That presentation, the secrets, all the type of discovery and shit. Yeah.
But like Sonic Adventure 2 and all them like the other ones that came out, I would take those over like any new age Mario.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sonic done turned like 30 as a brand, either close by or it's coming up. It gotta be done past like 30 years already. If I put my finger on it, it's got to be around like early 30s. I think the IP of Sonic is like in his early 30s right now. And then, of course, we got the movies and stuff that we was talking about in past episodes. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, he did have two movies. That I think were really good. The first one, okay. The first one's good. The second one is like way better though. Way
solid. I'm gonna say solid entries. With like especially after seeing the worst that we could have with game adaptations. Yeah. But yeah, man. I guess I could kick this off by saying it is the time of Final Fantasy 16. I'm about 5 hours in, and all I could claim, me, Durag Rico, Final Fantasy 16 is hot white flames.
Man, you should have pushed this over to another podcast.
This shit is fucking flames. I can't even listen to whatever K-Cuz said over there. This shit is fucking flames.
Yeah, you should have waited till everybody experienced it.
Duh, what is you talking about?
You being selfish right now. You being
Don't be checking no spoilers out here.
I ain't finna say no spoilers.
Selfish right now.
Like I said, I'm 5 hours in. I ain't finna say nothing about the story. All I'm gonna say is Clive Rossfield, main character, starting off underdog. You go from there.
Dog, everything talking about the game. What are you doing?
Everything that's happening. I'm not finna spoil nothing.
Talking about, bro, you are talking about the game.
Everything that's happening.
You gotta hold it, man.
Everything that's happening in that game. Because do you know, I don't even trust that you gonna finish the game anytime soon, nigga.
It don't matter. I still get the experience.
I give you about till 2025.
That's fine.
That whole be free on PSN, by the way.
That is fine.
But from my 5 hours of experience, man, the jump from even Final Fantasy 15, man, it's like...
Bro, you didn't even care about what G thinking. What about G, dog? What about G, man?
This shit gonna have G excited to play it even more if he choose to. You acting like I'm finna say whatever happened right before the credits roll. Nah, man. This is first impressions. First impressions, man. First impressions. The same way how Street Fighter and Resident Evil got their impressions. but yeah, man. Like Final Fantasy 16, man. This is how you make a bold step into like a new direction for a game, like to keep the shit from getting stagnant. As far as like the mechanics of Final Fantasy go, they speed it up. Like all the mechanics is sped up. Like everything is in real time. It's not necessarily anything that you have to wait on as far as being offensive or defensive whenever you fighting. And where the story is right now, I gotta see where it lead to. It had me anticipating the story.
I mean, hit a turning point.
Yeah, man.
Small turning point.
It's like you know, they got me caring, like the way how it's presented. They got me caring about the characters that's presented so far. It got me curious to see what happened to who or where certain people are at or what type of abilities like people have. Like just because you see, like one of the main things about this entry is the summons are actually counted for. Because you know, back like say like in Final Fantasy VIII, you use the summons damn near like 80% of the fights. Like most of the time, I remember I was just like, boom, Shiva, boom, Ifrit, boom, Quetzalcoatl, whatever his name was, stuff like that. And like when you doing like dialogue and stuff, you don't see or hear about none of that. Like, hey, in that last fight, didn't you disappear in a big ass flame god showed up and threw a meteor at the ground or some shit? Like it'd be like shit like that. They would never acknowledge their presence like that. But in this game, they like the center focus of it. And it's like you could see the influences that it take from like you can see like, well, whenever it comes to summons and shit, it always, you know how Digimon, how they took care of certain monsters and stuff like that. Or even with shit, of course you got the combat influence from Devil May Cry up in there. So it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be stylish, and the better you get, the more like grandiose that shit look like when you're doing these combos. I'm feeling proud of myself whenever I look at myself dodge at the right time and make the slow motion activate, and then I do a combo, and if you time it just right, you can integrate the magic into the combo. I'm geeking out, man.
You telling them too much.
I'm geeking out.
I tried to tell this nigga, man, but he don't like listening to nobody.
I ain't spoiled nothing. Everything that I said you could
surprise one time.
Hey, everything I said you could do.
Giving away key details of gameplay.
Dog, I was giving tips more than anything.
Let them be shocked. Let them be shocked.
You give away key details. Everything
I do, you're gonna do it in a tutorial fight with the wooden sword.
Yeah, but don't you want to let the people find out for themselves?
Let them be shocked a little bit, man.
See, niggas like him. See, niggas can't have nothing. They always gotta tell shit.
Let's see, man. Let me see. Hey, Dope, you got any hot takes on Final Fantasy 16 that ain't got no spoilers?
Any hot takes? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna say impressions. Like, how these first few hours of the game got you feeling?
First few hours, it started off a little slow, but you know, at the point I'm at now, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm full fledged.
Like, I hit a turning point, and that's like shit's getting crazy.
No, you just keep.
All I can say.
Every cutscene or every time you step into a new place, it gets crazier and crazier.
Like even the side quests that they give you are like getting crazier. Not crazy,
yeah.
but like it's gonna have an effect on you.
Yeah, I heard you the other day. The shit had you in shock the other day. He was like, "Oh shit!" And you was touched by the side quest.
Yeah. I can't speak no more on it without spoiling it.
Yeah, man. We'll probably get to it in the coming weeks. Yeah, we'll probably get to it in the coming weeks whenever K-Con feeling a little less tense.
Yeah.
But K-Con, I remember I think it was the last episode where you was trying to have some type of discussion about demos or something like that. I can't remember if it was on the topic list or if you said something like, I'll never play a game without playing a demo ever again or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, never again, bro. Never again. I will never buy a game off the strength of anything other than
which game had you fucked up like that though, man?
Nigga wanted dead.
Was there a demo for it?
I don't even remember that,
bro.
Ugh.
Not that I know of. No. Off the strength of just gameplay that I've seen, I don't think that shit gonna be smooth. No, bro. They played the shit out of me and whoever else bought it.
Wanted Dead, like I said, it seemed like a nice quick game when I seen it.
But the mechanics of the game is not what you think though. You think that shit gonna be smooth and no, it's not at all. Like I can't even describe it. Like,
was there something in there that was turn based? That's the real question.
No turn based, nothing. It's just like, okay, I'm smashing, I'm pressing, I'm smashing X combo. It's not smooth like you playing Devil May Cry or anything like that at all. It's kind of glitchy. And then the dumbass pistol play with it. Yeah. It's like they on some John Wick shit, but it's not smooth. Like if you playing, trying to think, if you playing Metal Gear Vengeance or some shit like that. It's not smooth at all. Like the shit pissed me off. Where I have to beat it because I bought it, but it's like I will never do that shit ever.
Who was the developers on? Who was the developers of Wanted Dead?
Bro, I can't fucking remember. The shit pissed me off so bad.
I'm trying to think.
It ain't nobody we familiar with. I know that. It is not a familiar. It is not a familiar at all. Like,
because it looked like
independent, like a bitch.
I had to see, man. I had to see who the developers of it was.
I had to look it up, but it disappointed me so bad. Like
sorry, it didn't seem like it was like a nice quick game, like how Evil West was when we played through it.
Bro. Even that shit was smooth. Not this one. I'm sorry. Never again, bro.
So do you think? You think they was?
No, demos ain't even like that. Like.
Wanted Dead is made by Team Ninja.
They're not even out there like that no more.
Yeah, Wanted Dead is made by Team Ninja.
Ninja made this? Oh, they disappointed.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden.
They must have been fresh or something.
It looked like they were just going for a new.
Somebody else touched this.
Looked like they was going for something new.
Because the engine of Ninja Gaiden is not within that game. At all, bro.
I'm looking at the video right now, and like she run around with guns, swords, cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
It's not smooth. The gameplay makes it look like it's just right on point. It is not.
Oh man,
it's not. It hurt my soul, bro.
The graphics do look a little like, you know what I'm saying? Like they had to make sure that the budget was right. You know, they didn't know if the game was gonna sell a lot or not. I don't know if they went in halfway and they was like, well, the game got to be finished. I don't know. I don't know. How did the story have you feeling, dog? Wanted Dead.
The story, man, it was kind of just straightforward. It was kind of like, okay.
Or did you skip the cutscene?
Nah, bro, ain't no skipping cutscene. I told you, man, I was a kid when I did that shit, man. Straight into action. I was a kid when I did that.
All evidence, especially yesterday when you was like, man, so how long before you get through with all that story type shit before you play the game? And it sounded like you ready to skip a cutscene right now.
Nah, I was asking you how long could you go with that shit and not have any gameplay in front of you? Like, how long can you be straight story driven?
Yeah,
right?
man.
Any action in front of you.
Dog,
no lie. How long could you bear that? Can you bear that shit for 3 hours straight? No gameplay, the straight story interaction?
Like,
we just call that a movie.
I be geeked, dog, because
that's just a movie.
And plus, if you ever played a Hideo Kojima game, sometimes you're gonna be looking at some shit for over 30 minutes. But I be geeking out pretty hard. Like I said earlier, them games where they have their own books and all that stuff, I will sit and read every book on somebody's shelf in Skyrim. And then I'll
That's
just
too
be
much.
Like, it's like
pushing it.
It'd be like, you heard me when I was reading this shit in the encyclopedia on 16, like the world mythology and shit. I just kept going and going.
That's different. Skyrim be having like a whole library in that world, man.
Yeah, like, but it like sometimes like shit. Shout out to who developers of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout? Bethesda. Shout out to Bethesda for having books that teach you about the world and actually mean something when you step out there, and then you find out, oh yeah, certain ops got weaknesses to fire and shit, or witches don't like it when you come through with shit that slow them down and all that. So yeah. Shout out to having shit that's useful if you do sit up there and read all this shit, or you learn about how the Daedra realms work. But yeah, that's just me, dog. Sometimes I'll hop in the game, play for 2 hours, actually have gameplay for the game for like 10 minutes, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm finna go to sleep, man. Sometimes that shit happen. That shit come with age. That shit come with age.
That's what I'm talking about right there, though. That's what I mean. It's like playing L.A. Noire. I don't know if you ever played L.A. Noire.
I haven't been compelled to play L.A. Noire.
I don't remember how it went though.
I had L.A. Noire.
I ain't never want to play it because it seemed like the big thing about it was, yeah, look at their face and tell if they lying. It seemed like the whole game was about that.
What's the difference though? If you can do that shit in another game, why can't you do it with that one?
I ain't finna look at nobody's face and tell them if they lying. Hey, why is lip all the way in the corner of his face? He lying. I don't know, man. That's an
interactive story that you just got.
Why he squinting his eyes?
It wasn't enough for me. You see, L.A. Noire didn't get L.A. Noire Part 2 or nothing. You know, that was just like chilling.
And it ain't flopped. Ooh.
I don't know about a flop, but
I don't know.
I don't know how the sales went, but I know I wouldn't buy Part 2.
So what was that one game? I never played it. I don't know if you know about it, but it was called not Human. Something with Detroit in it. Detroit something.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah. So
the interactive movie.
That shit is an interactive movie.
Oh goddamn.
That's a whole genre that I ain't never really just been like even with like the what's the dudes who made The Walking Dead or the Batman interactive movie. Telltale Games. Telltale Games. They seem interesting for they actually seem interesting for like a game night for like a group of people. Like be like, man, what should we do next? Like everybody vote or decide, oh shit, we got him killed early or some shit like that. Like
direct TV games.
Yeah.
Because now that I think about it, yeah, that would be interesting for a game night. If I say, yeah, let's put on that Telltale Games, The Walking Dead, and like you accidentally get like some kids killed or something, like, oh my god, like I don't know if that'll mess up your appetite while eating that game night or what. But shit, what you call Black Mirror had that too? Because low key, y'all remember that Black Mirror Bandersnatch that was on Netflix?
Bandersnatch. It was like a choose your own adventure type.
That shit is a low key.
That shit really interactive.
Dog, that shit could have been a game. They could make live action games like that if they, I don't know, if they packaged it a certain type of way. But that shit is damn near like a Telltale Games, but it was a Netflix presentation.
Didn't they do this shit with a movie or a TV show where like you had to choose if like certain people died on the show or some shit?
It was, you know, they used to have polls and shit for like comics and shit all the time back in the day. Like certain comic book stories where it's like, hey, do you want this character to die or do you want them to live? And like everybody wanted Robin to die and Joker killed him. And you know, that shit caused waves and caused movies and shit to be made in the future.
That was low key the concept of Bandersnatch.
Yeah, Bandersnatch. I gave up because I got him killed like 5 different times. I was like, damn. Right. I guess he can't relate to my decisions. But shit, it is a way to get to the end. It's just a lot of trial and error. See, that's like, I don't know. It's like I guess it's a certain type of skill you got to develop where you got to be like, you got to probably use every clue that you see on the screen in a certain type of way to know the right decision to make, or to tell if somebody lying to you, or to tell if like, hey, it's a trap if you decide to go left on this decision. That shit is like, yeah, that's a genre that I just really ain't explored. But like I said, it seemed interesting for game night, dog. We might have to try that. We might put that Bandersnatch on.
I'm not fucking with no Black Mirror, bro. After what y'all tell, I ain't never shit.
Dog. No, Striking Vipers is like one of the only ones that was like that. But the only reason why it was so shocking is because it was just like, shit, I don't know, man. The only reason why it's so shocking because
you know what it was, bro.
The only reason why it's so shocking.
Just say what it was.
The only reason why it was so shocking is because you know that shit would probably happen.
Nah,
You know it would be between you and your homeboy. Like, nah,
the people that's listening to this shit don't know what the fuck
them
y'all
and they
talking about. Go ahead and
homeboy.
say it.
them and they homeboy. Yeah, them and they homeboy. Like, hey man, you know we got to do it again, man.
Oh man,
I tried it with everybody else, man.
you
It didn't feel right.
Cause you know everybody play with everybody indiscriminately, man. Like you be like, yeah, man, he don't be playing with dudes all the time. Sometimes he like playing with Jill. He like playing with Chef on Resident Evil 5.
Relax.
Hey, stay away from Chef.
Relax.
Oh man. Oh
Tell
man.
my girl like that, man.
Man, VR is a scary thing, man. I never date on VR. Never.
Oh, that's going beyond VR. That Striking Vipers was beyond.
Nigga,
yeah.
That's a metaverse type shit.
I never date in the metaverse, whatever the fuck they be talking about.
Never.
I don't even trust dating online right now, dog. Real life is just too much fun.
Hell no.
This shit is terrifying to me, dog. It's terrifying because I know how these trolls work. I know how trolls think, dog.
Now you end up hoodwinked.
Bamboozled.
I know how the trolls think, dog. Like,
And Smackledorf.
oh man, oh man.
Homeboy from Notre Dame back in the day. If you know, you know.
Oh man, we got any topics on the topic list, man? We got anything?
Anyways.
If you know, you know.
It's out of pocket, boy.
Shout out to all the trolls online that's masquerading as a different gender than they actually is.
Trust it, y'all just gonna have to FaceTime me first. I ain't taking you serious.
I ain't gonna say no names, but one of my homeboys hit me up in the inbox talking about, you think she really a girl?
Okay, all right. Anyway,
Dog, I almost spit my power in.
that man was scared, boy.
I ain't gonna say his name, but he was trying to shoot a shot, and I was like, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Some dude named Steve. I was saying that the girl that he thought that he was playing with could be some dude named Steve. The shit is hilarious, but yeah, man, we got anything on the topic list?
I ain't even got up the list, man. What's the list?
Anyways,
Anybody
I got
got
one for you, man.
what we got?
Remember back in the day, you used to get them game over screens that hurt your feelings. You don't really get them now, though. You don't really get much of them now, though. They really just show your character passing out, and then you get a reset at your last checkpoint or whatever.
It's more forgiving.
This man talking about my shite.
So, back then, you run out of lives. They usually give you the game over screen, and it's like some type of sad scene or something to make you feel terrible for losing.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know what game over screen hurt y'all feelings the most.
I'm having flashbacks.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw one out there that not many people would experience. But see, this game over screen, it all depends on if you continue or not continue. If you continue, then you good. But it's when you choose no or quit. The game I'm referring to is Catherine.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
It can either be Catherine or Catherine Full Body.
Yeah.
So when you fail to climb up the puzzle, whatever puzzle tower you choose to climb up, block tower, I'm going to call it. When you fail, you fall, game over. If you choose to quit, it's going to show a cutscene. Because when you're climbing this imaginative block tower, you're in your dreams and you're stuck in your dreams. So you're climbing to stay alive in real life. So if you fall climbing this thing, you pretty much die in real life.
Yep.
And the way the
This is psychological?
and it's real life too.
Gotcha.
But the way this man looks when he dies in real life in his sleep, it's, oh my gosh. I didn't want that for my boy.
You ever seen like a mummy without the bandages?
Yes.
That's what he looks like.
Eyes is white as snow. Mouth is wide open. Pale as snow. Yes.
Fucked up, man. That shit made you feel terrible, bro.
Dude said, I am not getting a game over quit screen ever again. We gonna try this again.
Oh, man.
Hell no.
Catherine is like a hidden gem, though, ain't it?
It is.
It's one of mine. I tell you that.
I might
Don't play
play
that
it.
shit with. Don't play that shit with your partner around though.
Please don't. I ain't fucking with it.
Do not do that.
I ain't
Please
fucking
They
with
gonna
it.
look at you crazy.
Oh man,
I
that shit must get explicit.
It gets wild when it comes to them boss fights. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like some of the cuss scenes were like. Matter of fact, it's like parts of the game where you got to like make a choice.
Mm-hmm. It's like a
And,
karmic
like,
scale.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I just
It's
seen
like
the face
you
that y'all
gonna-
was talking about.
karmic
I
meter.
just seen the shit.
Oh, yeah, ugly, right?
I just seen. Oh my god,
Disgusting.
that shit like a horror movie for a second.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that for my
It
protagonist.
is.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't want that, man. Mm-mm.
Why is there
That shit
blood
like-
splatter in the dream?
Make sure
Yeah.
your lights are on.
That shit like a Freddy Krueger movie almost.
It is.
Dog, this shit is like The Ring, dog.
Yeah,
Don't say
definitely.
it.
There you go.
Don't say
when you
that shit.
get when you get found
Don't
with
say
the okay, cut having flashbacks of The Ring with the whole mouth open.
Bro, I don't know if I ever told y'all what happened. I don't know if I ever told y'all that one.
Go ahead, man.
Dog. So, dog. So me and my mama was watching The Ring. And after that motherfucker went off, the phone rang.
Nope.
Nah,
Soon
man.
as that shit went
Cut the
on
cord.
rang,
Now this all depends on what time this shit happened. This depends on the time.
like the time of the day,
Yes.
nigga, it was nighttime.
Nope.
Nah, bro. I
That
was
shit
done.
at night. Y'all
We talking
crazy.
about we talking about a
Unplug
cell
the
phone,
phone.
or a house phone?
No, the house phone.
Unplug
no.
the phones.
Oh,
Soon
no.
as the movie ended,
No.
the phone rang, bro. I ain't touched the phone for a week.
Reach over and the phone unplugged. Ooh. Ooh.
They couldn't find out my sister calling, but still.
Dog, your story is fucking. Dog, your story is fucking hilarious and anticlimactic as hell. That shit funny as hell, man.
I always remember that shit. But you going next? You going next?
Sure, man. Mine's is one that had me like very uncomfortable was Resident Evil 2. I want to say y'all heard me say this before, but on Resident Evil 2, if you get killed by a zombie, the whole background fades to black, and you see just either Claire or Leon on the ground, like pretty much either dead or unconscious, and the zombies back.
Is this one you getting eaten?
Yeah, like back in the
my
90s,
God.
the zombies wasn't biting; they was just like swishing their face like left and
Yeah,
right over
hovering
your
over
face.
the polygon
Yeah,
body.
man.
Yeah.
That's it, like slapping your face with theirs, and like, and then like you're dead. Flashes goes across the screen, classic Resident Evil tradition. And yeah, as a kid, when I seen that, it was just so hopeless and so desolate. And as a kid that didn't have, IQ was immature, still developing thought processes to solve problems, I was like, it's no way I could get through this. I'm used to like, Mario, where if you run forward, you move forward. But up in this, you run forward to that door, it's saying that shit ain't opening. I ain't know how to read too good, I don't think. So you don't know it locked me. You like, oh, I can't go nowhere. I don't know how to check the shelves. I don't know what this text is going across the screen.
I'm dead.
Some of these words is too big for my little elementary school head.
That's what it come down to. I'm dead.
Let me leave this. Let me leave. Yeah, let me leave this shit alone, man. Let me go play Fighting Force so I could just fight.
Oh my god. No.
Oh man, yeah, that was like being a little kid and seeing stuff like that. It made me uncomfortable. I had to come back later. And conquer it. Who up next? What we got? What we got?
Playing the game for?
Dog, that was you know how when you're a kid, some shit be too advanced, but you don't want to admit it. You want to be cool. You like, oh shit. Let's see. Big cousin left his game here. I don't know when he gonna come back. I gotta get my time in.
I gotta play the game.
I gotta get this time in. I don't know when I'm gonna get it again.
I kind of got two of them. One is always funny to me. The second one kind of fucked me up as a little kid. But the first one was the Mortal Kombat game over screen when you're falling. And
screaming.
You get killed by spikes if you don't press continue.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 4. That's the one. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was the one that was funny to me. That was.
Do
funny.
you just keep falling as the countdown
falling
goes?
down the tower.
Fall
It's
until the
that
countdown
music
is
in the
done.
background that makes it just.
It's like it's a 10-second
Horrific.
countdown, and you just hear that.
Yep. And you just see him falling, bro.
As soon as that timer hits 0, you just fall on some spikes.
Crazy.
But one game over screen that I did not understand was Ninja Gaiden, the first one. Why the fuck does this nigga have a death scene of a saw coming down finna chop this nigga in half if you don't press continue in time? I didn't understand that shit.
I think that's what the ops would do to you, man. The ops would put you down. Wait, did he look like he woke up or something like that?
Bro, from what I remember, that nigga's he's tied, and you just see the blade. You just see the blade, the little saw blade coming down. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No lie, that might have been like a James Bond reference.
Man, that shit had me.
Casino Royale? Nah.
Them old James Bond movies.
Man, let me look this
Could've
shit
been,
up.
maybe.
Let me make sure. I know I'm using the wrong game.
Shit, while you talking about that, I got one to throw out there. I don't know if you would call them game over scenes, but anytime on The Last of Us, when you like end up, I guess either when your health is too low or you get hit by like a one kill fatal blow, like some crazy tragic shit'll happen, and this shit'll just like, it won't fade to black. That shit'll like just blink to black instantly. Like it's like one of them is called a bloater, one of the biggest infected, like the giant, like fat globby infected. He will grab Joel's chin and he will grab the bridge of his nose and rip his head open, and you see a flash of his cheeks, his facial cheeks, ripping, and it'll fade to black before like you see his face open up. But he fucking opens Joel's face up like a Christmas gift, dog. Shit is fucking crazy. It was gruesome.
Oh man,
crazy.
G, did you have one? G might be in the mix right now. He might be in the mix right now.
All right, I got an old one for y'all.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, Rico, you might remember this. You remember when you lose in the final fight, right?
TNT.
You got them tied up with the dynamite in front of them, and they like shaking their head as the timer goes down.
Oh yeah, if you press like, it, he blow the fuse out or something.
I think if you continue, a knife or something will come down and like hit the fuse to like cut the fire out. But if you don't, it like screen just turns white, and I think you hear an explosion go off.
Hell
but
yeah!
The funny part is, the closer the timer gets to 0, the faster they start shaking their heads. Like, no.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Because they was tied up too.
Yeah, that was like fat. That was kind of funny to me though.
Yeah, the most at the end. Sometimes I think the first time I seen it, I let it get to the end just to see what was happening, because I think they was trying to blow it out too. If I'm not mistaken, I think they try to blow the shit out with their lips.
Yeah, they tried to blow it out, but it's like, no, this is a flame, dog. It's like an actual flame.
See, that's that crazy. It's that shit. I guess we could pivot, because I remember putting up a topic with movies that made y'all want to play games and shit like that. That's that like crazy. Final Fight is heavily inspired by 80s. It was 80s action. You know, like that shit was like where shit was just like violent for no reason. Like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? I haven't seen you since high school. And then they fighting through the hallways and shit like that. And when they finished the fight, they act like nothing happened. That shit was fucking crazy. I remember seeing some YouTube video. I don't even know the name of that movie, but it was pretty much a meme. Like the 80s was fucking crazy. Like even with like Beverly Hills Cop and all that stuff. Like you see all this crazy shit and people just be laughing and shit at the end like they didn't just kill 30 dudes at a fucking theme park. Shit is fucking crazy, dog. But
you know, as far as beating ass, there was
with cheerful music.
Game I wanted to
cheerful
play.
music at the end. What you got, G? What you got?
The Warriors
On PS2?
Yeah, man. It was a beat 'em up.
Yeah, I got it. It was made by Rockstar. I got it on the 3. I got it on the 3 downloaded, and I actually remember when that game first came out. It was around the end of Blockbuster. It was one of the last rentals I ever played from Blockbuster, dog. Me and my cousin, we played through the whole thing. It was an all-nighter too, because it was like it wasn't open world, but it was sectional open world, and it's one of the few games. That was it was one of the few games that I ever seen that did a split screen beat 'em up engine. Rockstar actually did pretty good because it was the Bully engine. Like you'll see the mechanics and shit is similar to Bully, but when you together, the screen will combine together. But when y'all split up, the screen will split up. Y'all not stuck and tethered to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of games.
Come out before Bully?
It probably did, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was around the same time frame. I think.
Yeah, it was probably around the same time. But that game, the graphics didn't age too good. But the game it's solid, man. It's solid. It had like a solid set of fighting mechanics. So I remember I was like, oh, we got combos. Oh, we got a hub, like the headquarters, the Warriors headquarters. You got plenty of scenes from the movie. But you know, of course, since it's a game, games like is a longer form, is a longer art form than movies. So it had a bunch of extra shit on the side and like behind the scenes with all the actors. You know, they way older because that movie came out in the 70s. But yeah, like that shit was solid. That shit was solid, man.
I'm gonna say the graphics being, you know, as trash as they are now, that's what keeps the nostalgia there.
Yeah, like graphics, like especially us being older gamers and we know exactly what graphics mean. Like we look at graphics more as like a timepiece. Like it marked the time that it released. Like if you look at them first Mortal Kombats where they was using the live action sprites during the fights. That's early 90s right there. That's early 90s. You look at Mortal Kombat 4, early 2000s. You look at Mortal Kombat 11 where you can see the sweat on people while they fighting. 2020s. Like, yeah, it's more of a timepiece whenever you look at it from that perspective. So like I don't know if they recognize that now because I think graphics is like in a whole other. I don't know. They don't even look at graphics the same. Back in the day, it used to be like this is cutting edge graphics, but now I think we've been at the cutting edge for like a hot minute. It's only so much you could do. It's only so much you could do before you got us downloading 200 gigabyte games into the hard drive. Y'all fucking crazy, man. Shout out to the devs.
You don't say nobody specific.
Y'all overloading these hard drives.
Y'all know who y'all are, man.
K-Con, man, you got any movies that make you want to go play some shit?
Man, the only movie that made me really when she was Volcano High. I love that movie. You know, Dragon Ball Z.
Was that Disney?
Nigga, what?
Was that a kids movie or am I tripping?
Disrespect. I ain't gonna tell you disrespect.
You said Volcano High?
Volcano High, man.
I had to see, man. Volcano High, man.
Is probably one of my favorite fight movies that came out back in the day. And it was voiced by all rappers. I loved it. That was my favorite movie. It came on MTV.
Volcano High, it was a cartoon?
Nah, it was a
live action.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Met them. It was, but that movie was so goddamn good.
And it's a bunch of like hip hop artists that dub over other people.
Yes.
I never heard of this shit, dog. I thought you was talking about a Disney Channel special.
No, nigga. Volcano High. Bro, that was my favorite movie to come out.
Let me see, man.
But that shit made me want to play Dragon Ball Z.
I see it with the style and everything. Shit, back when I was of course anytime I watched the James Bond movie, it made me want to play anything that was stealthy or spy based.
Yep.
Like anytime I was seeing like this, I was raised during like the Pierce Brosnans. When I was seeing like Die Another Day and shit like that, I had Tomorrow Never Dies. Of course, we played GoldenEye. Why the fuck was I about to say Goldfinger? I am tripping. But that's fucking Austin Powers. That's fucking Austin Powers.
Nah, that's Gold Member.
Gold Member was shout out to Beyonce. But yeah, man, I don't know. I can't even remember where the fuck Goldfinger came from. But yeah, them games. Every time I seen those movies, it made me want to go shoot somebody with a silencer, do some shit with some gadgets. Oh man! And then back when the Matrix was out, do y'all remember that game Enter the Matrix?
Yeah.
It had Niobe, Jada Pinkett's character, and Ghost on there. I was really looking for like, can I ever play with Neo on this game? Neo was just like a skin. You never really just played with him, but
until you got the other one that came out, the Path of Neo.
Path of Neo, yeah. I think my cousin had Path of Neo. I never did buy Path of Neo. It looked generic to me when I seen it. It didn't look like something that was like full price. I was like, I'm gonna relax on that. You tried to debate me over John Wick versus Neo, nigga. That shit flopped.
What you
talking about, man? You try to derail the topic, man. You going crazy over there, man. You going crazy, man.
Nah, man, I had to bring that shit back, man. You really tried that shit. And that shit flopped, nigga.
But yeah, of course, like Max Payne and even like John Wick. Like, I don't know if it's because of that little video that be running around where it be talking about on Red Dead 2. It'd be like John Wick style on Red Dead 2. You start seeing all them crazy headshots and shit. Yeah, that shit, like, seeing the John Wick movies, of course I'm going to want to play anything that's like a high score game where it's based on kills and shit like that. Like, Hotline Miami. Make you want to go do that. The music, like the thump 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 of the music and shit, that shit be going crazy. It'll make you go back and play Max Payne and try and get all headshots. even like I know y'all remember Black Hawk Down. Whenever you see any military movie where you see dudes screaming and shit over bombs and shit, take cover! Oh my god! I'd be like, I don't know if I would be like that in real life, but that shit be like, yeah, I'm ready to go get a dub in Warzone. I'm ready.
That shit don't happen, dog.
Yeah, you be like, this shit don't go down like the movie. Them motherfuckers do not be missing like everybody in the movies, dog. In the movie, he could cross the street and no bullet will hit him. Shit, we try and cross the street on there. Shit, you gonna trip and fall. You going to the gulag. If you step outside that door. You think you in an action scene because you dive out the window smooth without hitting the wall. You straight in the gulag. It's alright, man. I be hearing y'all because, you know, when y'all get into a gunfight, especially K-Con. Yeah, bitch. Got you, bitch. Bitch.
Nah, when I be knocking niggas out. I'll be knocking them niggas out, though.
Nigga be underwater fighting somebody sound like a broken record.
Oh boy.
He said try to. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of something that resembles Kane and Lynch movie. Not no nice, but what's a movie that kind of resembles Kane and Lynch?
Kane and Lynch. If I had to put my finger on it, man. Let me see. Something that'll make you want to play Kane and Lynch. Psychotic dudes with guns who are possibly criminals.
The Boondock Saints? Nah.
Oh, the Boondock Saints, dude. It is close, dog. Two brothers who be preaching and stuff before they kill people. It gets crazy.
That's as close as you're getting right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, when I was a kid, I never knew that Snake was based on Snake Plissken off Escape from New York. And when I seen that movie, that shit made me want to play Metal Gear Solid 2 so bad. I was like, oh shit. I just seen who Snake was based on. Like, I was like, oh shit, got an eye patch and fucking everything. Shit's fucking crazy. Yeah. I didn't know.
That was his name too.
Yeah, yep, that's exactly what it was. Then you start seeing Snake chose Iroquois Pliskin as his like undercover name when he was at the Big Shell on Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, this shit was crazy, man.
He admitted it too. He was like, "Yeah, I was watching that movie when I came up with that shit."
And
like,
anytime,
you're a fan of American movies, man.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. I don't know what his shelf looked like, but I know that motherfucker looked like a bunch of like probably antiques that's still mint condition in the case.
I'm like, dude, he probably got a room that's like Netflix in a way. Dog.
I hope he don't have a bunch of bootleg movies.
Like physical Netflix or something.
Yep, got a whole selection. Like, cause he always the
way the library is set up. He like it's just movies instead.
Just filing through just hundreds and thousands of stuff on the shelf. Doug, Volcano High look like a modern day Crouching Tiger. Like with all the wire work and everything, everybody flying off everywhere. Anytime I seen like action movies like anytime I seen movies like Drunken Master or Jet Li fighting, it made me want to play any type of beat 'em up. Whether it was Fighting Force, Final Fight, shit. Even like it's a game called Anarchy Reigns. I don't think Anarchy Reigns is that popular, but it was like one of the last. It was one of the first, I'm gonna say, hero beat 'em ups. Like how they be having like hero character shooters and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit. Oh, and then shit, back when the zombie craze was going crazy. Of course, Dawn of the Dead, the one with Ving Rhames and Mekhi Phifer at the mall and shit. Of course, that shit made me want to play like Dead Rising because that shit was set in the mall. They had
like every horror movie I watch makes me want to play some type of horror game.
Yeah, it lean in
every
like,
single one.
Whether we talking about zombies or whether we talking about demons.
Like it could be something like something like Sweeney Todd. That's like one of my favorite horror movies. It's like a horror musical though, but
I'm about to say I ain't never seen it before. Is that Johnny Depp? Is that Johnny Depp?
Yeah, he's basically like a demon barber.
Okay. Yeah, the one I'm thinking of is Edward Scissorhands.
But it's like
Edward Scissorhands is a legendary movie.
At first he was like a normal dude, and then like something happened with his wife. I think they like raped and killed his wife or something like that. And then he comes back as like this alter ego, like demon barber, goes by the name of Sweeney Todd, and basically owns a barbershop and like starts like whoever comes in there to get like a haircut or a shave or something, he ends up slicing their necks, like sends them down this chute and turns their body into meat pies, yo. That shit's bonkers, man.
Oh shit, this shit is crazy.
Might have to
cut. They be throwing like they be singing in the movie too, though.
I remember seeing this shit all the time. Yeah, I remember seeing this shit all the time, like the cover or like even like him with this hair with this gray strip through it. But I never watched it.
That's him as a demon. That's his demon side. But then it's like as the movie goes on, it's like you see him becoming more and more like a demon. Like he like completely losing his humanity and turning straight into a demon.
Yeah, I might have to sit back and watch it as a classic one day. I'm gonna sit back and watch it as a classic one of these days.
That's one of my favorite movies.
A classic though.
What?
With vampires? From Dusk to Dawn. Well, from Dusk Till Dawn. That's one of my favorite
George Clooney
vampire movies. And Quentin Tarantino, man.
Quentin Tarantino, his brothers.
Bro, that motherfucking movie there.
Yeah, that's
one of my
They got them Kane and Lynch vibes on there because they was psychos trying to get some money. Yeah, I like From Dusk Till Dawn, man. This shit, they was stuck in the strip club, and you find out that this shit is actually a feeding ground for ancient vampires. Yeah, this shit is fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. That shit is fucking crazy.
What's her name?
Who we talking about?
The Mexican chick. Damn, I forgot her name.
I know who you talking about, but of course, Danny Trejo was off up in there too with the belt that had the gun on the buckle.
Word.
It was like he flipped it up with hip motion and it started shooting out of the belt buckle. It was wild, man. Mm-hmm. Of course, playing Django inspired the gang on of course watching Django inspired the gang name on Red Dead Online. I think
back when it was actually like worth playing.
Back when they was working on it, when they was like, yeah, this is gonna be next. It's gonna be next, but it got swallowed up by the behemoth that is GTA 5.
Psych.
Oh man, it had so much potential too. So much potential. Shit, damn near any movie where I see like car chases and shit, like police chases and all that. Oh, I'm on it. Grand Theft Auto, I'm on it.
Oh, you could talk about just recently when the damn back in March when the Mario movie came out. Can't tell me, man. You can't tell me everybody didn't go to play a Mario game.
I think
the next day.
I think sales spiked. I think sales spiked at a certain point. It was like, yeah, it's been a resurgence. It's been sales everywhere.
For sure. I'm like, man, that Mario and Luigi. I know y'all played them up when y'all left.
That movie, The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott.
Don't tell me you're gonna say what I think you would.
It made me want to play Uncharted.
I knew it. I fucking
I see it. No, I see it. I can see it.
It made me want to play Uncharted. Like between all the lucky,
because of the scenery, man.
Like between beating ass and shooting ass in the same like combat scenes, and between them getting lucky as hell in some places, like that one scene on The Rundown where they fall down this big ass hill, and they end up living through all that. I was like, man, this shit, baby, we just want to go, like, because Drake always falling and sliding down some shit. Drake off of Uncharted, he always falling and sliding down some shit and getting out, like, by literally a hair. And he, like, it's like the movie was lighthearted, but it had, like, serious moments sprinkled in, just like Uncharted. So it was like the whole spirit of it just reminded me of that.
I know that see it. That movie Desperado make me want to go.
You said you
got that.
You said it made you want to go play what?
Gungrave Desperado.
Yeah.
I love that movie Desperado. And then got the fucking guitar suitcase with all the fucking guns in it and shit. But even though Gungrave had a fucking casket, but same difference.
Yeah, it's like carrying that hidden weapon,
Yeah.
Dog, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It gotta make you want to play something, dog. Mr. and Mrs. Smith used to make me want to play Hitman.
You could have said Army of Two. You could have said Army of Two.
That's even worse.
The ending scene is like that last fight scene on Mr. and Mrs. Smith where they was like with the yellow shades on. That is Army of Two style right there.
I don't know about that one.
Over the shoulder, dodging rockets and shit at the same time. I mean, they would get mowed the fuck down in real life. You know that, but. But that shit used to make me want to play Hitman because both of them was real good at the undercover and disguise type shit whenever they was out doing their jobs, or like how John had his shit hidden in the shed outside and he had like a whole underground section full of guns and stuff that was in the wall. Like Agent 47 had the same thing at like in Hitman 2. He was staying at a monastery, at a church. He looked like he had changed his whole life, but he had a whole stash in a cabin out there full of guns. It was crazy, dog. And of course, undercover on missions, sniping people across buildings. It's just It just gave me that spark whenever I seen that movie. Disguises and headshots.
I see it. I see.
Y'all got any more? Y'all got any more? Yeah, they just keep, like all these topics, it just keep popping up in my head. It just keep popping up in my head, man. It just keep popping up.
I think if I watch anything with Jet Li, I want to play.
What you finna say? Rise to Honor?
Yeah, Rise to Honor.
Ooh, Rise to Honor gave me a whole lot of Kiss of the Dragon vibes. That's what Rise to Honor felt like. It was because I want to say it was around that time when it dropped. Kiss of the Dragon when Jet Li had them needles and he was sticking it in people's necks and all that stuff. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I don't remember that one. I remember Black Nasty. Black Nasty.
Vividly.
It had I remember on Kiss of the Dragon, Mystical was on the soundtrack.
Oh my God.
Shake Your Ass was on the soundtrack to Kiss of the Dragon.
No.
Why they had that on there?
It's because it had part of the storyline was women getting trafficked, and one of the women was like, giving a dude a lap dance or something like that. And he put that on as a song to it, and like it was just some freaky office dude talking about, yeah, baby, yeah. While Mystical was saying that crazy shit in his tone of voice.
Odd choice, man.
That shit was crazy, man. But yeah, that Rise to Honor remind me of that.
Ooh.
What?
Well, the two they correlate in a way, but if I was watching Bad Boy, I want to fucking play True Crimes for some reason.
I know exactly.
If I watch Bad Boys too,
I know
True Crimes.
I know exactly what you talking about. Car chases and shit, man. Flashing a badge, arresting people, or shooting people if you want to. Yeah.
I'm playing True Crimes on that shit.
Yeah, man. Damn, one just escaped my mind. It had just popped up, but the True Crime shit threw me off. That shit threw me off. I'm trying to recall. Oh yeah, what's that Goofy movie? The Goofy movie where Goofy and Max go to college together. Was that
Extreme Goofy movie?
Extreme Goofy movie yes, made me want to play Tony Hawk.
Back in the day, Brink or something. Brink.
I was gonna say something else.
You talking about Brink? That shooting game with the parkour?
No, the Disney movie Brink.
I don't even know what that is, dog.
There's a movie called Brink. Yeah,
The inline skate movie with nigga from one homeboy, the Black Ranger. On that movie, he was part of the other opposite team.
It's live action?
Yeah, it's live action movie called Brink.
It's like back when Disney used to like pump out them original movies.
Oh, we talking about Friday. We talking about Disney Channel.
They used to show them original movies like every Friday.
Hey, Brink was a good ass movie.
That mother was cold, man. Hell nah. Brink, Johnny Tsunami, fucking Luck of the Irish, man. That mother was cold.
Yeah, Luck of the Irish. What was the Twins basketball movie?
I like Luck of the Irish. I like that one PG Freddy Krueger movie where that one dude, that one black dude was like.
You talking about Under the Bed?
I think it was called Fright Night or something. Was that what it was called?
Fright Night, yeah. I think that was it.
I like Fright Night. I think that shit came from a Freddy Krueger concept, and they was like, they could keep the rated R, but we're gonna come with our own type. Because at the end, it started getting kind of murky.
You talking about the one on Disney, right?
Yeah, it was on Disney. Like,
I think it was called "Don't Look Under the Bed."
That could have been it. That could have been it.
With the black dude, because he turned into Boogeyman.
Yep. It had something to do with Boogeymans and all that stuff. I couldn't really remember the name, but yeah.
Yeah, it was like "Don't Look Under the Bed" or some shit like that. Because that's where he came from.
I think that was it. And wasn't the dude that played in Luck of the Irish, wasn't he the main character in that too? I can't remember.
Nah, it was some white boy.
It was some, yeah.
Racist.
Out of pocket.
I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. But it was another movie. Damn, I remember. So Brink was one. Then they had the Up and Away. Did that nigga Famous Jet Jackson have a movie on?
Yeah, he did. I know you. I know you. What's it called? Action Jackson? Or am I tripping?
Or the Famous Jet? I don't remember. Probably ain't Jet Jackson, but it's something.
It was too many J's in that damn title. I can't remember how it go.
Yeah, it shit sound like a tongue twister. That shit definitely sound like a tongue twister.
Oh, my nigga Meteor Man never got a
Never got a what?
Classic.
You said never got a what?
Classic.
game.
Nah, man, he didn't get no game, but he was featured as one of Marvel's way back when heroes.
Shout out to Robert Townsend.
Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
What name would you compare him to?
Man, it would have to
Green
be.
Lantern.
Nah, it had to be something. You talking about because of the same colors? It had to be something like funny and wacky, like the Tick or some shit like that, dog. Like wacky,
What the
powerful
fuck was the
characters. What do you mean?
I knew what he what the fuck did he do? I don't remember nothing about him. I remember just he was a blue nigga. That was it.
He had the power of like being extremely in the right place at the right time. That's what his power was called, being at the right place at the right time. And in the games, he was like, I don't know. I don't know. They would say martial artist and super strength and like damn near immortal, invulnerable. Because you fight in the game, you fight thousands and thousands of ninjas, and you would not get close to dying. You would not get close at all to dying, dog. That was one of the first games as a kid I got tired of. I was like, this game is long as hell. It did. Like I was like, this shit don't seem like it's gonna end. It's like at the end, you see like a little cut scene with the villain that you're about to fight, and it's just gonna keep on going. I was like, all right. That was one of the times where I was like, all right, I'm finna put the controller down. Just because like the sheer length of that beat 'em up. It was on Nintendo. It wasn't no saving or nothing. So I was like, I'd rather start all over than to keep going through this shit.
That's a horrible experience.
This shit was crazy, man. And then like all those like Cradle to the Graves, anytime I seen people fighting in back alleys, like use like the movies like The One, or movies like that's Jet Li with Jason Statham in The One, where you see a bunch of Jet Li clones and all that stuff. It made me, this is back when like the PS2 was out. That Tekken Force mode on Tekken 4, I was on it, dog, trying to make a movie scene with damn near any character in that Tekken Force mode, because it was like 5 levels. Each of them had like a movie type feel to it. Like the first level was it was like an industrial lab. The second one was the jungle, classic soundtrack. The third level was in a church. And it was 4 levels. The fourth one was in a dojo, dog. It's like Enter the Dragon vibes right there, dog. Like straight Bruce Lee fighting through dojos. You kick somebody, they fly through the wall. And you see like 5 dudes in there playing with chickens, and then they all start doing backflips toward you. Like it's a choreographed dance, dog. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It was pretty wild on that Tekken Force mode, man. y'all got any other ones, man? I'm finished with the movie inspirations. I'm finished.
I'm pretty lost.
I'm good.
Bet. We got
one more topic, or we couldn't.
It sound like G, how you feel over there, man? How you feel, man? One more topic?
Man.
Just one more, man. I got one more in me.
All right. Dover, you wanted to take it, Dover? You wanted to take it for the topic list?
Man, all right, I got you. She was talking about movies that inspired you to play games.
Yeah.
I will count those storylines. The best storyline. Which games gave you the best storylines?
Best storylines. I guess we talking about like shit that we remember, shit that had like a big impact on us.
Yeah, shit that's also not generic. Like you can see this in movies as well as games. They just taking the same formula. Give me something a little generic.
Let me see.
For example,
let me go off and say this right now. You know my number one, dog. You already know my number one. I ain't even finna explain it.
To be honest,
you probably know my 1 and 2. So
to be honest, though, I can't put my finger on it because it's so many. It's so many candidates. It's so many candidates out there. Man. Right. So many of them.
You got my number 1 and 2s.
If I had to put one at least, if I had to guess at least one, is one of them one of the Metal Gears?
Yeah. As a whole, yeah.
Oh, the whole series as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That storyline goes through like 7 games, several.
Dog, it is insane how intricate, but if you pay attention and if you're a fan, it is so crazy how they put all those pieces together like a puzzle. It is so crazy, dog. Even the game that we was disappointed in, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, the way how they wrap it all back around, even though it was incomplete.
It's like they might have botched it on the storytelling a little bit, but it's still in there. The info is still in the game.
On paper, if you see what it leads to, it still brings it all together. The shit is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Shit is fucking crazy. You got characters that go from being young, like spry men to old, elderly, can barely even move, but you still like I said that one episode, you see different perspectives on a character. You see one character start off as a rookie, you probably don't even like him because he be whining too much. A couple of games later, this dude is a seasoned assassin that's ready to die for whatever he believed in. All that rookie shit is out of the window. I was talking about writing.
Yeah.
But writing, like if you look at the character writing, if anybody listen to this, you look up the character writing on Metal Gear, you see him go from a timid wannabe, he just wanna be just like Snake, like biggest fan of shit, going crazy when he find out who he really is or when he find out what he really looked like, and then by the end, he giving Snake like fucking wisdom and shit, and Snake said, man, you done changed, man, something different about you. Or to the point where he done made so many sacrifices that his whole body that went through, I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse, because the world
started following his own path, as he said.
Yeah, man, he started following his own path, and you just see his whole perspective, and even our perspectives as players changed on him. Like, do you see what he doing in this cutscene and shit like that? Like, yeah, that shit is bona fide. The Metal Gear story is bona fide with me too.
Gee, I know you know my second one.
Is the abbreviations FF?
No.
Okay, well,
No.
I would. Is it RE?
Ah, yeah, you a smart nigga, man. I like
yeah. I think we was going. He knew I was going to say that one first. But I was like, nah, let me not take it away from him.
I knew it. It's like, nah, this shit goes over like multiple games. So I gotta put them up there. Gotta put them at the 1 and 2s.
Oh man, it is an epic. Both of those series are epics at this point.
It's like if your storyline goes through multiple games, yeah, you up there. You gotta be up there.
Yeah, if it's proven the test of time and it ain't flopped all the way into it, and you got like a big fan base toward all the characters, dog. Like, yes. Resident Evil got all stars, dog. Even side.
The crazy thing is, it's like the first one tells a completely different story from the second one, but like the events tie into each other.
Right. It's relative. You got characters that don't even see each other, that haven't seen each other,
but they know about each other.
Yeah. Through relatives and such, or paperwork, or photos that they find in the fucking Raccoon City Police Department. Shit is fucking crazy, man.
It's like, for example, Resident Evil 4, you got Leon going through Spain, saving Ashley from the Los Illuminados and stuff. And then like Resident Evil 5, it's a cutscene where Chris like mentions it. He's like, dude, these Magini over here are starting to act like the Ganados that Leon's talked to us about.
In the Kennedy report, I was like, oh!
The Kennedy report.
The Kennedy report, that's what he said.
Slick reference.
Oh my gosh, when he said that, I was like, so he knew about Leon. Okay.
Slick reference.
Oh, I'm just waiting on y'all to meet each other. That's all I want to see.
Slick reference. Yeah, man. Even like would y'all call Wesker a villain at this point? Like, even with the way how, like, it's the whole lore of Resident Evil that attracted me to it. I used to be on sites for hours reading up Raccoon City, Umbrella, the different viruses, like how the T virus and the G virus was related to each other. The founders, like the scientists that found the shit, like how you read about Oswald E. Spencer, the one who had the mansion built, or even like
William Birkin.
Willie B.
Willie, shut up! He ain't black. He's not black.
That's your ass.
Willie B in the sewers.
That's a black nickname, dog.
That's your ass.
I call William Birkin Willie B.
Willie GB.
Fucking Lisa Trevor. Anytime you come out,
not bring.
Anytime you come out with a trailer and you see a character and the whole fan base starts screaming or some shit, like grown ass man hitting Mariah Carey notes and shit. You know that you got something solid. You got like lightning in the bottle with that shit, man.
And I don't know if you say you ain't played 6. I think you should still play it just for the experience. But when that trailer came out, you heard Leon talk about, come on, I got you. He was picking up Helena, nigga. Went crazy. Like, oh, Leon in the next one. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because I remember. I want to say the trailer that I first seen of 6 was Leon aiming down on the president, like, "Sorry, sir." Yeah. Kablam! And then that was the trailer. So I was like, all right. So we got zombies back. That's what 6 like hit me with.
And then of course at the end when you see Chris, Leon pointing a gun at each other.
Oh yeah!
Like, what the fuck? What the hell going on here?
What the hell led
put
to
your gun
this?
down, Chris. She's a key witness. We need her. Chris said, "A key witness? She's the one who did all this." I was like, "Oh, they about to fight."
What the hell led us to this? Yeah.
Damn, son, where did you find this?
Hey, who you think would have won that fight, dog?
Leon.
If they had to go until somebody got knocked out, you think Leon would have won?
I think
Leon would have won.
Yeah, I think Chris.
I
gets
think
tired.
Leon had secret government training. He was in the jungles with Krauser. Come on.
I think his agility is outdoing Chris's boulder strength because he gonna get tired.
And then think about
around.
the story. Well, damn, that's right. He ain't never played the game.
And Leon used knives.
Leon would have cooked him up.
He's hand to hand.
He's a
knife
expert.
In Chris's story on 6, this man was recovering from losing some of his comrades earlier throughout the series.
Yeah. Well, it was traumatized.
So he kind of sluggish. Yeah, he's still traumatized. So Leon been sharp since the beginning.
Yeah, Chris, he not a knife expert. He just be cutting steaks and shit because he be eating all that protein.
Exactly.
He was drinking raw eggs and shit to get from where he was in the first Resident Evil to 5.
Right. This man got swole overnight. Hold on, what happened?
Fucking crazy, dog. When you first look at you like, hey, that dude's sleeve is getting swallowed up. Dog. That shit was crazy, man.
I thoroughly believe Leon would have cooked him up if they fought to a knockout. Like, nah. Y'all seeing Chris just do all this muscle, man, this bodybuilder shit. And I'm like, man, Leon ain't fazed by that, man.
Leon ain't intimidated. This dude
Leon held his own.
He fights 2 El Gigantes at the same time. You gotta relax.
There you go.
You gotta relax.
Like,
man.
nigga was fresh. He was fresh out of a plane crash, dog, and was still walking like nothing happened.
Yes.
Leon go through the whole game and don't even flip that little hair that be over that left eye. He just let the hair just sit there.
Now, if we talk about some fighters, who y'all think would have won out of Chris and Krauser? Think about it. Because they both swole. Who you think would have won out of that? CQC.
I think Krauser was more like athletic. He was like,
right. And since Leon killed his...
Like flipping and dipping and shit. Krauser would have smoked him up.
Yeah, Krauser is that. And Leon trying... never mind, my bad. Chris will try and do some muscle man shit, and Krauser just let that arm do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
I think Chris was like strictly punches and throws.
Poof. Yeah, his shit didn't have no form to it at all. It was like he was just throwing his skin around or something.
You can see the haymaker before it's coming. Like, dog, you got to be quicker than that.
Highly telegraphed. Hell yeah.
Fun fact. No, Chris is in Marvel vs. Capcom, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He in 3 and Infinite. I think one of the quotes, he says something along the lines like, I deal with I've been dealing with zombies and BOWs almost my entire life. You think I ain't gonna hit the gym to try to beef up a little bit?
Trolls.
He said that as a win quote.
Whoever wrote that quote is a troll. Y'all some
I
trolls.
swear it's something like that in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I swear he said something like that.
They was talking to all of us that was saying, "What the fuck happened to your arms?"
Yeah.
Cringy.
I swear I remember seeing that. I can't remember who the win quote was against, but he was like, "Dog, I've been dealing with superhumans and BOWs my whole life. I had to hit the gym to like build up."
Cringy.
Shit, speaking,
you just be throwing punches and trying to
should have kept it short and sweet, my guy. Should have kept it short and sweet.
Speaking of protagonists getting bigger and swoller as they get older, I'm gonna go ahead and throw another epic franchise in the mix. The ones I want to say they the topic picture anyway off up in the Discord. The God of War series.
Yes.
Going from being a sociopath who had obtained the power of a god, then you find out you the relatives of gods, to dealing with that and then having a kid and trying to keep them from becoming the sociopath that you was back in the day, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. From God of War 1 all the way to the reboot / that's not a reboot. It's not a reboot. I'm gonna say
definitely not a reboot.
I'm gonna say the progression of, because it's God of War 18, but it's still the series progressing with the story and the mechanics and everything. Mm-hmm. So shit, man, you can't, like, with that, the characters, the way how, if like the betrayal of in God of War Ragnarok, when that shit, well, when you discover, it's not even the betrayal. When you discover that Odin has been chilling with y'all the whole time and he just lashes out of nowhere, I think that shit snatched everybody up, dog. I think it snatched everybody
my boy Brock
up. It's like, oh my God, man. Or like, even when you see, because we all know Kratos is damn near being like Wolverine in the first 3 games.
Of course.
Screaming and cutting
and slicing.
Yes, blood sprayed everywhere. To being a dude giving hugs and crying because he was missing his son.
Right.
That's
or having like traumatic dreams and having like terror, like night sweats and shit in his sleep because he worried about where his son is. And like even with his son, like his son go from being, I don't know who I am, to like he think he know who he is, so he get arrogant about it, to being like getting that arrogance out the way and then being like, I need help dealing with this. Like it's just those, like even with like Freya going from like, she's just a mysterious woman out in the woods to, oh shit, she the reason why all this crazy shit is happening to us, while we getting like disrespected at our own house, people knocking on our doors and trying to beat Kratos up. Hey, I just want to make sure that my boy is okay. I love my boy no matter what he does. He always good. Like, yeah, everybody done see that crazy shit before. To being like, I don't know. I don't know if you would call it unreasonably vengeful, because I don't know, man. I don't know. You don't know how people gonna act when you harm their loved ones, even though their loved ones can be assholes sometimes. You never know. Oh, shit. One thing that I meant to highlight, I forgot if I was going to do it through a video or what, but do y'all remember on the first God of War, Baldur, he, I want to say either it's Atreus. He shoot him with whatever that leaf was that bring his feelings back. Yeah. Like they hit him with it, and he gestures. I think he was actually finna say thank you to Kratos and Atreus, but Freya was like, no, now they can hurt my baby, and then she like go off. But if you look at Baldur, like if y'all can find that cutscene, I think Baldur was finna thank them, and it would have had everything. It would have been a whole different story. But Freya went off when she seen that her baby could get hurt, man. It was like, I don't know, man. Toxic motherhood. I don't know if that's a term that they could coin, but toxic motherhood is a thing.
Well, you finna get canceled.
You gotta watch out for that, man. That should be ending the world sometimes. But yeah, man, that was my God of War take. I don't know if y'all have anything else to say about the God of War series.
That game go over a lot of games, a lot of them.
Definitely, because it's damn near. Besides all the handheld ones, that's what, about five in the series so far in the mainline series.
But I think them count too.
Well,
yeah, they definitely count.
That mean
they part of the main story too.
That mean about 7.
Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah, that's about 7.
You got to count all of them.
Yeah, that's about
I think
7.
them are a part of the main story. So yeah,
They definitely are.
Yeah, it's bits and pieces where you see his brother and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's Ghost of Sparta.
And his mama. Oh my God. Kratos had to lay him to rest for the most part, but yeah.
Man, I did have a topic until somebody decided to cut me off, but we'll get to the next show.
Oh,
as soon as I was going to say the topic, you passed it the door. I was like, damn. I was like, all right, well, next show.
Oh shit. Yeah, it seemed like it is about this time.
Salt.
Seemed like it is
damn,
about
nigga, ain't even say nothing. Shit, I would have lobbed it to you, man. Yeah.
No, you was already going.
I would have got the alley oop to you, man.
We'll get it next show.
Yeah, 2 chances, nigga.
Man.
We'll get it next show, man.
Is it in the Discord list? Is it in the list? Or it was something that you thought up on the spot?
No, it was in the list.
Yeah, man, we might catch it because it seems like it's about that time for everybody to be
That time.
Oh, it's past that time.
It's a lot we skipped.
It's
So
past that time.
yeah, because I think we're about an hour and a half in anyway. But anyways, you got a quote for us, G?
Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak.
That's Sun Tzu, right?
That's Sun Tzu, the legend himself.
Classic, man. Yeah,
Deception is key. So yeah, appear strong when you're weak, and weak when you're strong.
yeah. I remember the rapper Prodigy from Mobb Deep saying, "Never prejudge. It be the humble that'll squeeze slugs." That's like to bonus off of that.
Yeah.
To bonus off of
I
that.
throw this in there. Just on some bullshit. Play the game, but let the game play. I'll say it. Play the game.
You kind of went in and out.
I'll say it again with the mic. Play the game and don't let the game play you.
Hey, I finally heard K Kai.
Hey, that quality was unprecedented right there, dog.
that boy had to get in the mic like it was a boxing face.
That shit is fucking hilarious, dog. This is hilarious, like a rap battle. But yeah, that's Do-Rag Rico, K Khan, G Knight, and Doe B. And that's the Shut My Dope podcast. Y'all stay geeked up about something.